Hey there, thinkers! Welcome back to Critical Hit. My name is Sass, and I just endured the Acolyte. So, you're welcome for the sheer agony I just went through for your entertainment. Seriously though, ever since the trailer got completely obliterated by everyone and their mother, let's just say we've all been a little bit skeptical. Sure, fans can have whatever opinions they want, and I really tried to watch this with an open mind. However, spoiler alert, it didn't make a difference. So here's your spoiler warning. Now, let's get into this. From the corny, flat dialogue to the mediocre effects and the painfully dry performances, The Acolyte was a masterclass in blandness. Thanks Disney for stifling any ounce of creative control. Sure, it's not the absolute worst thing Disney Star Wars has churned out. There were two tiny things I liked, but let's be real. Two positives don't stand a chance against the avalanche of negatives I found in this episode. And the performances? Well, those are dry and uninspired, but honestly, can you really blame the actors? They're stuck with scripts that give them nothing to work with. This has become a hallmark of modern Star Wars projects. Everyone drones on in the same lifeless monotone, lacking any real emotion. The writers fail to give the characters any unique voices, leaving them as flat as Tatooine's landscape. Some people whisper that Disney is using AI to write their scripts, but I'm pretty sure it's just the producers meddling too much in the creative process. Now, the tension building in The Acolyte, where high intensity meets low impact, starting off with guns blazing in the episode 1 might seem like a bold move, but it's more like a misfire when we haven't even had the chance to get to know these characters. We're expected to feel the heat without earning the burn. A classic case of storytelling 101 gone wrong. The stakes are built on backstories that barely scratch the surface, leaving us to rely on narration rather than actual drama. However, who needs a subtlety when you've got a lightsaber? The Acolyte's cinematography, if you really want to call it that, let's just say it's about as exciting as watching paint dry on a Star Destroyer. It's a reoccurring disaster in recent Star Wars endeavors, which is a real shame considering how jaw-dropping the original franchise was. But in this show, nada. Now, some argue the TV shows can't capture the same cinematic splendor as the films. However, with Disney sitting on a Scrooge McDuck-sized pile of cash, there's absolutely no excuse for the visual snooze fest that is The Acolyte. Disney needs to slam on the brakes and give this train wreck of a production some serious extended playtime. Rushed much? It feels more like a rough draft than a finished product. Maybe if they let the writers and actors off their leash just a bit, we could actually get something worth watching. It's like they forgot they were making a Star Wars show and settled for meh instead of epic. Oh, and Disney, take a hint from the big leagues. Great limited series know how to build suspense and deliver the goods. Enough with the cheesy jokes, let's aim for something with a little more oomph. Akin to The Boys. Maybe then, just maybe, The Acolyte could claw its way out of this dumpster fire that it's currently stuck in. Now, if you haven't had the pleasure of diving into the epic world of Star Wars The Old Republic, buckle up because I'm about to give you a crash course. So picture this, a plotline straight out of one of the game's expansions, featuring none other than the Eternal Twins. Brothers, by the way. Now, you'd think with a storyline as rich and complex as that, they'd find a way to give it a fresh spin, right? Well, wrong. Instead, they decided to take a page straight out of the copycat handbook and toss a chick in it, making her about as interesting as a wet noodle. And hey, why not throw a dash of progressiveness in it? Bravo, Disney, for your groundbreaking originality. Seriously, watching the show was like flipping through the channels and stumbling upon a CW drama marathon, complete with cringeworthy dialogue, predictable plot twists, and characters as about as deep as a kiddie pool. But hey, who needs quality storytelling when you can just recycle old ideas and slap a Star Wars label on it? However, those are my thoughts on The Acolyte. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And hey, before you go, subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, and ring the bell to be notified for our next video. As always, this is Sass, and I'm signing off now, so I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!